Module 1.4. Translate your mission into a mission card. So now you have your mission clarified, you're very clear about where you're going, why. It is important that you also translate it in your hiring process with what I call a mission card. So let me give you an example and share with you how I have used this with a mission card. So here, for example, you can see a mission card for artists and how I build it. It doesn't matter exactly what is the content, I built it when I built the studio at Vodou. But maybe in the structure you can get some inspiration about it, where at first I frame what is the mission, what I expect from artists. The point of the mission card is really to get an idea of the expected outcome you expect from a position. So a lot of time I see, for example, any craft, you have a job description and you see what people are supposed to do. But I think it's much more relevant and efficient to look at what are the expected outcome and let people have the ownership on how they get there. And that's what I wanted to build through the hiring process. So you can see here in the first part, I describe what the mission is for the artist. So this is on the first part, our team mission. And then later is specifically the mission of artists within this mission inside the team. And a bit below, I list what are the expected outcome. So here it's not so much about telling what an artist should do on a daily basis, and I don't know in the end, but I know the outcome that is expected from an artist. So, for example, I consider an artist, or for the ones I was looking for, to be able to crystallize an art vision and direction, or that we could deliver our direction to test fast on the market. And I break it down by the task or expected outcome I would expect to see. And further on and further on. And here you can see as well that as a team goal, I put for the team goal, the targets, the KPI targets, because they are the team goals, and so the reader, in that case the artist, understand what is expected, although they don't have a full influence on that, but it gives a direction and the transparency about the goal they are going for and how art can actually influence what will be the KPI. In this case here, art has a big influence on the CPI, for example, or the first impression of a game, D1 retention. One can even argue that it has also impact or influence on day 30 and beyond, because art is not an isolated part of the game. But maybe CPI and D1 are the most tangible targets, because the rest is very complex to just associate it to the art outcome. And further in the mission card, I go more in details as well of what are the values I have in the team and what are the behavior that I expect as well from an artist. So you can as well take some parts of the structure and see what works for you. But what I strongly encourage in the structure is starting with the mission of a team, the mission of a specific position, and then breaking it down by expected outcome from the most important to the least and the task that you would expect for this particular position. And this mission card, where is it used? It is used mostly for you at the beginning when you hire. But later, and I will come back to it, you can also use it to share it with the person when they join your team as a starting point, how they should develop, to which direction, and what is the expected outcome. Or when you have a performance review, so that becomes as well your point of reference with the person in the team to see how they should develop and they grow.